Hi, just a quick vlog. So I've not done one for a little while, and I just want to say a massive thank you for everybody that subscribed to my channel. I managed to zoom past 4,000 subscribers, and that was yeah, for me pretty amazing for somebody my age to reach that sort of number. And some great news. Following on from a video that I did some time back, some tips on how to become a campsite caravan site warden. Have a watch of that one there if you've not already watched it. I yielded some of my own advice and decided to go on the hunt for a campsite warden job 2021. So very few are being advertised. Some did get advertised, and then we went on to these 3-tier things with COVID. So in some tiers you can't go camping, in some tiers you can go camping. In Wales you could go camping, in Wales you couldn't go camping, and it's all been very, very messy. So several-ish weeks ago I did have an opportunity to go to a site more over winter. Unfortunately, that site went into tier 3, so they had to close, so that vacancy didn't come up. So then what I did was decided to have a look at a couple of areas. So one area I decided was around Derbyshire, which is fairly close to where I live. I live in Manchester. So I went looking for campsites over that direction. And then I thought another area that I've never really explored is sort of Carmarthenshire, sort of West Wales, sort of South West Wales area. So I've done sort of Portmaddock and Borth and Abersock, that area. I've done the middle of Wales and obviously down to South Wales, the usual Tenby, Saundersfoot, Wisemans Bridge areas, and all around Brecon. So it took some time to go through many campsites to find campsites that I thought, if I was lucky, this would be a campsite for me. I looked at some and they weren't even on the list. Anyway, to cut a long story short, I spent probably 5 nights just randomly emailing campsites asking if they had any warden vacancies. Many didn't come back to me. Quite a few did, obviously saying that they did. Sorry, these are you can see lots and lots of printouts here, that they already had wardens in place for this year. So thank you for those campsites that did actually get back to me. That was really helpful. Then I got one particular campsite over in a place near, and I've never even heard of this, Newcastle Emlyn. Got in touch with me and seemed quite interested. They'd actually seen some of these YouTube videos, so I sort of sold myself to some extent here. And obviously my CV ticked a number of boxes. They weren't actively looking for a warden, but they have been talking about it, and blow me down. My CV lands on the mailbox literally as they're talking about a possible warden role. So we had a really long conversation on the telephone. That went really well. And then we arranged to have a video call. We actually did it on WhatsApp. And meanwhile, whilst this was sort of happening, I then got a total of 4 other campsites were interested in me, including one that came quite random through a post that I'd done on Facebook, which was quite interesting. So all in all, I ended up sort of with a possible 5 campsites. But I went back to this original family one because we'd had this long conversation. We ended up then with a long video call. And they this morning did a phone call to check my references at Adrian's Wall Camping, where I was last year. That ticked all the boxes, and lo and behold, there we go. End of March for the season until end of September. Campsite warden again. New adventures. Campsites looks absolutely beautiful. It's very much a family campsite. There's goats, pigs. There's a pig called Sandra. My wife's called Sandra. Guinea pigs, hens, sort of petting animals. A little fishing pond on there, so I can maybe take my fishing rod down and go and catch some roach or perch or whatever's in the pond. A little bar. So yeah, lo and behold, onwards and upwards and onto a new adventure. I have been thinking about setting up a campsite warden, how to become a campsite warden, different YouTube channel rather than on this generic YouTube channel of mine, because this YouTube channel is really messy. There's just like hundreds, I think there's over 1,000 videos here, all covering all sorts. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, to be honest. Maybe just keep it simple and stay here. Let me know in the comments below. Great, some fellow campsite wardens have been, well, prospective campsite wardens have been watching some of these vlogs now and have taken some tips, and they're absolutely delighted. Fantastic, really, really, really brilliant news that some people have been successful already in securing roles for 2001. And I'm more than confident that we're not going to have a year like we've just had. I think sort of come springtime, obviously the vaccines are being rolled out, things will just be an awful lot better. Fingers crossed it's a dry summer, not a wet one. Okay guys, I hope you found that of some sort of interesting. If you did do, you know what to do. Give it a thumbs up, give it a like. Why not subscribe to my channel? That'd be amazing if you did that. And if you want notification when I upload a video, hit the notification bell below and you get a ding ding notification when I upload. And you know what? I'll see you guys on the next one.